Hello everyone, welcome to the hottest destination for Friday nights. I always end that too quick. Welcome to the Sugma program, the late night Sugma program. We are on week 5. That means we're halfway through. We're halfway through the whole show. That's crazy, and I'm all about pacing myself. Even when I say, you know what, I just carve out a chunk of 10 weeks. I'm like, I'm gonna just focus on doing this for those 10 weeks. Even then, you gotta pace yourself. You can't just, go 100 miles an hour. You gotta avoid burning out, because you know how it be. We get passionate when we care about what we're doing, and then we start just like going full throttle, and then you end up sitting there like, damn, bro, I really gorilla gripped this too hard, and now I don't know how to feel anything anymore. I have no idea where that analogy was going, but the point is, we have to take a moment to just slow down, reflect, look at the past, the present, the future. Hello, King Alex. Hello, Corey. We're going to briefly touch on King of the Hill. We'll see what happens. This is going to be a much more laid back stream. Usually I'm kind of just like, I don't really let chat dictate where the stream will go, but tonight, I don't know. Maybe aside from the things that we need to talk about. Okay, I guess I'll start here. For the announcements, today I'm going to err on the side of, usually I try and get the stream to be closer to 2 hours. So I'm going to try and get closer to 1 hour. And to make up for that, next week, we're going to go 3 hours. Next week, we're going to do a super show. We're going to do the opposite of what we're doing this week, where I'm slowing things down. We're just going to chill out. And next week, we're going to bring in the content. We're going to bring in the content, and we're going to go kind of wild. At least we're going to go for longer. I don't know. I haven't entirely decided. I have a few ideas for what we're going to do next week, but I'll figure things out as we go. So, all right. So reminder, everybody, you can find clips of the stream, highlights, condensed segments on Sugma Mail. OnlyFans next week? No. I'm not that broke yet. I'm not down bad so horrendously that I need to start an OnlyFans. So no. Sugma Mail, subscribe. And here's the thing, is most of these are segments from the stream, but not all of them. So I guess I'll mention that now too. Like I said, this is going to be a 10-week program, and that will bring us to Friday the 17th of December. So 5 weeks from now. And when that happens, no more Friday streams. At least not for the Sugma program. However, I only ask because it comes up every stream. It's not every stream. Come on now, it's not every stream. It's just most streams. Anyways, so I'm going to, I don't know when Season 2 is going to be. There is a short list that I have that I'm not going to reveal right now. I'm not going to show my hand of things that I want for Season 2. Things that will improve the show, make the show better. Also, I guess now is a good time to mention guests. I said that there would be guests, and so far there have been no guests. Holy shit, I just realized I don't have my ring light on. Y'all can't even see me. Okay. I kind of decided, personally, that I'm not going to have any guests on for Season 1 unless it's, like, super obvious. Unless it's just, like, a no-brainer, like, this situation, it makes the most sense to have this person on to, like, talk about a segment. And the reason for that is partly because of my own pride. I decided that I don't want people to come on who have a large audience and then have their audience fill the chat, and then, like, I'm basically giving them a platform that is the platform that they already had. Also, I just want to, like, prove that there's, like, some credibility to the show before we bring people on. You have a show? I do have a show, but we need to establish the show first. And I feel like we need a season at least to get to that point. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get through the first season and, like, at least show that, like, okay, we can get through this with minimal issues. I don't think we've had any issues, but we can get through this. We can gain credibility. And then Your platform, your choice. See, that's the thing, is I want to create a platform that is worthwhile for people to come on. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be a symbiotic relationship. As much as we joke about leeching, I want people to get something out of coming on. I mean, I guess to some degree, it's like, sometimes just being able to come on and have a conversation, be interviewed is like a platform in and of itself, and that's like a unique opportunity. But beyond that, I want people to have a reason to want to come on. I don't want to just be in people's DMs like, yo, buddy, I would really appreciate it if, you could come on and like talk about whatever. I want to give people a reason to come on. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a pride thing, to be honest. Like, it's very much a pride thing. But anyways, um, once season 1 is over, I'm going to slow down a bit when it comes to streaming. There are some things I plan on streaming in between seasons. I do plan to do some streams in between, and we'll see how that goes. I do want to do some gaming, even though like for a platform built on gaming, people on Twitch don't really enjoy viewers don't exactly enjoy gaming for some reason. But we will do that. There are some games I want to play and just like see how the content goes. And then it's business too, not just entertainment. Yeah, for sure, bro. Like it's the idea is we want to do a talk show. And with a talk show, traditionally the reason why you bring on guests is because they want to promote something, because they want to bring attention to something they're doing. And in order for that to be a working concept, we need to have people here. We need to have like a dedicated audience here, which that is building. Like that's happening. Like I feel like we've done a good job of bringing in people who are like genuinely invested in the show, and that's something that like I'm very grateful for. Like y'all have been amazing, and I'm looking forward to building that up a bit more. And then once that happens, then I'll feel a bit more comfortable like asking people to come on, because that's like now there's a genuine chance that people who didn't know who they were, who aren't a part of their audience, will then become a part of their audience. Like it is kind of a business thing. Anyways, so to stay on track for a second, in between seasons, I don't know when season 2 is going to be, but there will be streams sporadically. There will probably be consistency once we find a groove to it, depending. But my other main focus is going to be making dedicated content for this channel. I want to make specifically like exclusive to YouTube content that isn't just like segments of the stream. It's going to be like actual videos, kind of like this one or like this one, where but it'll be like more akin to the style of like what I do on the roundtable. So it'll be like actual videos that will exist like on their own, which is something that like I've wanted to do. And the topics will range from basically everything I talk about on stream. It'll talk about streamers, it'll talk about wrestling, it'll talk about gaming, media in general, and there will be some cartoon content, some anime content, but only in the case that's niche enough where it's not worth talking about on the roundtable, which might sound like okay, it's like the reject content, but not really. It's more so a stuff where it's like I don't we've tried certain things with the roundtable audience. We know certain things don't work, but I still want to make videos about it. Like for example, Neo Yokio. I don't have a Neo Yokio video in mind, but that's an example of a show that I really enjoy talking about, and I definitely have a lot of like specific thoughts on that we've done videos on. And hell, you know what? Let's just look that up real quick. 6.9 thousand views. So yeah, it's not really worthwhile to talk about on the roundtable. So that's the type of animation stuff. But this is a good video. It's still a good video. So that's kind of the idea, is I want to talk about stuff as I'm building up this platform we can potentially build an audience around. I don't know. It's mostly just stuff I want to talk about. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try and get too into the business side. But also, of course, you can find the full condensed, not full, the condensed VODs where I just kind of edit out the pauses, the extra fat. In some cases, some of the copyright stuff I'll trim around. And like, this is just like, here's the thing: is I see people do watch the VODs here on Twitch, and I appreciate that. But also, I feel like watching a full VOD is not necessarily the best viewing experience. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's better if you take the content as it organically is and just modify it enough to make it more consumable. Just trim off the fat, just take out the parts that, are going to impede on or just not contributing to the viewing experience, and we'll just take that stuff out and then leave what's left, just the content that's left. And the thing is like, at first I was like, I'm just doing this as like to have it be available, but it's actually done pretty well. Like, I know 37 views doesn't seem like much, but this channel was like not doing so great. And these longer videos, getting that many views is actually pretty good watch time. So like, I feel like it's actually been more beneficial than I thought. Also, new video on the roundtable from me. I'm gonna link that right now. I would react to it on stream, but it's like, wait a minute. The dislikes are there. Bro, that's crazy. Maybe a co-host in the future would probably be easier to bounce off somebody you have chemistry with. See, that's easier said than done, because I don't really have a co-host in mind. But that's kind of the idea with having guests on. So that way we can have that dynamic, but we can also have me doing the solo stuff, where I can just be annoying and go off on tangents and talk shit. Because like that's the antithesis. Antithesis? I think I completely misused that word. That is the thesis of this show. It's me being an annoying asshole by myself, talking to myself with a chat that is there to witness it and react in real time as I go off the deep end. But yeah, no, I do want to bring other people on for sure. I definitely think that's part of the, I think that is like an important part of doing the format of a talk show. But like I said, it's really just a factor of partly the platform, but also I want to prove, like, I'm just a prideful person. I'm like, I want to prove that this is like a legitimate thing before I start bringing people on. Like, cause it's kind of like a thing of like, you always have people hitting you up for like, yo, you want to be on this project? And then you're like, yeah, sure. And then like it never happens. Like, people always talk about how they're gonna do something and then they never get around to doing it. So I think that just showing that we got a season under our belt kind of puts us ahead in that category to say like, yeah, no, this isn't just something that I say I'm gonna do. It's something that, we've already been in the process of. We're already building this shit. We're already there, Like, you don't have to worry about like, is this actually gonna like be a thing? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But no, it's like, it's basically just like showing like a track record of like, yeah, this is legit. You have a reputation by then. Exactly. Like, we want to have the reputation that it's not just like a pipe dream. Like, it's a legitimate thing that we're already doing. That there's like a precedent of like, you're gonna come on, it's gonna be legit, and there is credibility there. And of course, I'm probably gonna start with my friends, like people who I already have like a pretty decent relationship with beyond just like being peers as content creators. And then we're going to move on to, kind of more people who I don't know as well. Just ask them questions that I have about the stuff that they do and like their process. Because like, that's the shit that I really want to do. And here's the thing. That's the one thing where it's like, I do not have experience in that. Like, when it comes to just like talking my ass off, talking out of my ass, like trying to riff off whatever, like I can do that. I enjoy doing that. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. This is the most fun I've had making content in a long time. Being able to just have a dedicated time where I can come on and have people watch me just do whatever I think is fun. Like, basically doing things to like make myself like have fun and like enjoy myself. And then having people come in and also join in on that. It's been the best experience I've had making content in a long time. And that's kind of because that's how I started, but there weren't really a lot of people watching back when I was doing that on my own YouTube channel. And then Kevin brought me onto a roundtable, and then I kind of stopped doing that because I didn't have the energy to. I didn't have the organization, the creative stamina, I guess, to be able to do both things, both the roundtable and do that. It's a thing that I've wanted to do for a long time, but it's like, I feel like I'm just now getting to a point where I'm the person who can do that. And as far as like bringing people on to like interview them, that's something where I don't really have experience doing that, and I want to get that experience. So that's going to be season 2. And I feel like there are going to be a lot of things that I do between season 1 and season 2. Like, this is really just a pilot to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. And like, it's basically just like kind of a test run, but not really, because we're actually doing it. So that's the thing. And also, go and watch this video. And in addition to watching this video, as far as King of the Hill content, I shout him out in this video, but I also want to shout out Johnny Tucellos, who makes some of the best King of the Hill content on YouTube, and also just some of the best adult animation content on YouTube. And I don't think that we can get Taylor Swift on. I'm gonna just say that right now. I think next up we should go into the W of the week. And I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It was rigged. It was rigged this week. Like, it was already decided long before this season even started. As soon as like the concept of the W of the week was conceived, this week was already decided, because Twice had come back. And y'all know what I always say. Whenever it seems like I'm simping for a woman on stream, I remind everybody, I only simp for 9 women, and it's these 9 women. So of course, if they're doing something that is worthy of praise, that's the W of this week. They automatically win. It's skewed in their favor. I am biased. I am entirely biased here. Once plus Twice equals love. The best album I've ever heard in my life. Not even kidding. The fact that Twice is constantly doing things that completely go outside of like what they normally do, and that still makes sense. It still fits with their entire concept and their aesthetic. It is so impressive. And the thing is like, for me, when it comes to music, I hate music that is... You can clip that. I hate music. I hate music that's always just like, I've heard this before. Like when Amine went from doing like the stuff he was doing, which was really unique, and I felt like really kind of like creative, and then he went towards like, yeah, I'm gonna go more traditional rap. I was like so disappointed, because I was like, dude, I've heard this. I've heard these songs before. Other people have already made them. I just completely lost investment, and I started like looking for like the most weird, obscure music that I could. And then once I started getting into Twice, they don't do crazy like outside the box things, but they do things that nobody else has done. I regularly hear their music, especially on this album. I'm like, I've never heard someone do this before. I've never heard someone take this genre and create it in this way. And it's always so true to them. And that's what's amazing, is like they can take something that is like, they've never done this before. This seems so completely like foreign to their style, but then they still find a way to do it just completely genuine to who they are and genuine to their spirit, that you don't even question it. For example, like, this was the first album that they did subunits on, and when I found out that like, okay, they're doing a subunit of Nyan, Momo, and Cheon, I was like, I feel like I know what that's gonna sound like. I can't imagine Twice doing a song like that. And then it was literally what I expected, but they executed it in a way that I didn't. I was a doubter. I committed a sin by doubting their ability to pull it off, and then they pulled it off. I prefer more experimental music rather than already done genre. Bro, totally. Like, whenever I hear an artist where I'm like, dude, I've never heard this before, I've never heard anything like this before, like, that's what I'm drawn to. And even just in general, like with content in general, like when it comes to YouTube, when I see like a video that is in the same format as everything else, I'm just like, bruh, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. Actually, I want to talk about Quentin reviews for a second, even though earlier on Twitter this week, as in like yesterday. Actually, I'm just gonna pull up the tweet. Hold up. You share this tweet. I was like, here's the thing. Number one, I do not have enough Twitter followers. And part of the reason I don't have enough Twitter followers is because this happens. People follow me for animation, and then I start posting about all this other stuff I'm into, and people are like, bro, what the fuck? So it's like, I think people don't expect what they see on my Twitter. So then they either don't follow, or they follow and then they unfollow. But the thing is like, I don't have enough Twitter followers to where, you know, a lot of people were dunking on this tweet. A lot of people were quote tweeting it. And I'm gonna be real, I felt like I had the funniest response. And I saw people getting more engagement than me, and I was low-key kind of salty and bitter. And I'm the first one to admit, like, I'm a petty bitch. I don't know how I got the reputation for being like super chill and shit. Dude, I am the most petty, neurotic person. Like, I saw so many other people getting more engagement off their like half-baked like, yo dude, fuck you, like I can't believe you would say this. Like, here's the thing. Here's part of my thing. When I see a take like this, I'm like, dude, you are one of you are the 50,000th person who has had this take. I'm not gonna debate you on like, here's why you're wrong. I'm gonna say some shit that completely invalidates your arguments because it's a done conversation. The discourse has been had. It's been decided. If you're still in your camp, you're not gonna move. So I'm just gonna clown on you for having the wrong opinion. So that's what I did. So like, while other people were like, actually, you see, here's a constructive argument, or like trying to do a constructive argument while also like, you know, kind of legitimizing them and also trying to dunk on them. And I'm like, yo, dude, nobody had as funny of a tweet as I did. Full stop. But everybody else was getting more engagement. I'm being petty about that because I don't have as many followers. But anyways, getting to Quentin reviews. I said it's okay to just say you're horny instead of baiting people into discourse. Nobody's stopping you, bro. Nobody's stopping you from being horny. And then you click on the tweet. Twitter's not a place for constructive arguments. That's why you gotta dunk on people. And then, you know, I look, and then Quentin Reviews said just say you're horny over an hour later. He literally just repeated my joke louder and got more engagement. But anyways, now we've acknowledged that, I want to praise Quentin for a second, because like he did his whole he's doing his like long ass videos. When it comes to long videos, it's not always the move. There's like this weird perception going on right now where a long video is like, does it make you feel better if we say we believe you? Wait, believe what? That he took. I mean, bro, I just showed the evidence. I just showed the evidence that he indeed just said the same thing I said, but to a larger audience. Either way, though, I mean, dude, I'm hamming it up for the camera. I don't really care. Like I said, I want to actually praise him because like he's doing all this like long ass content, right? And I gotta admit, dude, I feel like there's a trend on YouTube of people being like, longer content equals better content. And that's not the case. I've seen a lot of videos that drag themselves out to be like, longer is better, and it's just a boring video. What did I miss? I was gone for the last 2 minutes. We're feuding with Quentin Reviews, but also now I'm gonna praise him real quick. He's been doing these long ass documentaries for a minute, and at first I felt like they were kind of falling into that trap of like, dude, you just made a long ass video for the sake of making a long ass video. But like, I feel like his last one like broke the mold. The use of the intermissions, the way that he goes from like a regular review, like a regular like video essay style review, into like this like on camera like type of thing, like it feels like a variety show, and it actually kind of justifies the length, and it shows like a level of like it's a dynamic change that like justifies the fact that like, and it keeps you engaged, it keeps like, and it's also like a great way for if you want to talk about a topic like, hold up, somewhere in here he just started talking about like Garfield merch or whatever, which is like clearly something where he just wanted to talk about Garfield merch. But like, who's gonna click on a video of Garfield merch as compared to like a Victorious video? So it's like this very smart way of like, I already got you sitting down to watch a 5.5 hour video. Now you're gonna listen to me talk about this thing that none of you care about, but I care about. And you don't care that I'm talking about some shit that you don't care about, because at this point you're in it. You're invested. You're gonna listen to me talk about it, and you're going to just respect the passion. You're gonna respect the grind I'm putting into this conversation, and I respect Quentin. Here's the thing: there's so many people on YouTube who put on a persona, and I'm not gonna say that's bad. I appreciate it. Have I seen the 8-hour Pyrocynical video? That sounds like something I'm not trying to watch. I'm gonna be real. Quentin doesn't put on a persona. He's literally just a white boy who loves nerdy things. Like, he just loves pop culture, and he just has like this knowledge and this passion to just talk about it and share his knowledge and share he has this ability to retain information and then relay that information in a way that is very casual and digestible to general audiences, and I deeply appreciate that. I deeply appreciate it. I deeply respect it. I know for a while Quentin was catching shit because he said fuck Donald Trump or some shit, and people got really upset about that because this was back like when YouTube was a lot more far right than it is now. I remember people started getting super critical of him, and I did not think it was justified. And it really sucked because you could tell it was like taking a toll on him, like very publicly. I hate that because like the dude was being authentically himself, and I'm glad that he's being authentically himself again, and it's working out for him. So respect on that, bro. Anyways, what else do I need to talk about? I think that was basically it. Yeah, this was just a really quick. Damn, only half an hour. I guess that's about it. Go and stream. Once plus twice equals love. O plus T equals less than free. I think that's all I gotta say this week. This is just kind of a recap. I mean, I guess to kind of sum things up, we got 5 more weeks. Once those 5 weeks are up, I will continue to stream, but probably after like a short break of like a couple weeks to kind of figure out what I want to do as far as streaming goes. I want to do several videos. I guess we can think of something else to talk about. I feel like I've said what I want to say. I'm kind of saving my energy for next week. Because next week, I know this week is really mellow. This week is like really low energy. But next week, I'm going to put together a banger show. Like, it's gonna be night and day between this. Like, I kind of expected this. Because, like, I'm going to be real. Y'all want the full disclosure? Y'all want the full disclosure on what happened this week? I listened to this album, and it broke my brain. It broke my brain. I'm still in recovery mode. My brain, my body, my heart, my every fiber of my being is in recovery from this album. I'm not capable of bringing you the show that I would usually bring. I need to like get that Zenkai boost. Like I've been broken down to my bare essentials, and now I need to go into a hyperbolic time chamber. Or wait, no. I guess that analogy. I meant like the God, what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call a thing when Goku was in like the water? It's like it's one of those things where it's like I know it, but I can't recall it right now. Whatever. I need to recover. I need to train in the hyperbolic time chamber, and then I'm gonna come back stronger than ever. Cryogenic chamber, yes. Yes. I need to go in the cryogenic chamber. Then I need to once that happens, I need to go in the hyperbolic time chamber. I need to train and like get stronger. Cause like I've been broken down. And then I need to like recover and come back stronger than ever. I'm at like my weakest point right now. I'm struggling to hang on. My brain is malfunctioning. I can't remember basic things. And then once I recover, I'm gonna come back stronger next week. And we're gonna do a 3-hour show. And I'm gonna set up a lot of stuff. I'm gonna set up as many things as I can. I'm going to come through with topics that are interesting. I'm gonna be informed on them. I'm going to come through with things that are interesting. I'm struggling to come up with words to describe what I have in my brain. But I know that between now and next week, especially since I'm slowing down for this week, between now and next week, I'll be able to charge up and bring an incredible show entirely. Ed, Edd n Eddy was a great show. Remember Ed, Edd n Eddy? Remember Plank? Exactly. Next week. Super show. Super Sugma program. The super late night Ahsoka from Clone Wars, Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker. He killed children. That was fucked up. Anyways, next week, we're gonna go crazy. So yeah, good talk, everybody. Good talk. At least through like the level of brain functioning that my brain is at right now. And next week it's gonna be a good show. That's basically what this stream was basically me going on to say, yo, next week is gonna be a better stream. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to do? Like, is that a good method of marketing, is to do a stream where I just sit here and talk about how good the stream is gonna be next week, and then like maybe it won't even live up to expectations? Whatever. I don't even care, dude. I just care about the fact that we're gonna have fun next week, and I'm actually very tired right now, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you all for watching. Go follow me at TommyPQM on Twitter, and also follow Sugma Mail on subscribe. Does that mean that the announcement for the stream was an announcement for next week? Yes. But also just talking about my plans for like in between seasons, because the season is gonna end on December 17th, and then I don't know when we're gonna be back. probably not till like the spring. So in between then, I'm going to be making content on Sugma Mail, and we're also gonna be doing like gaming streams and stuff on here. So that's like that's what matters. That's what matters is now we know that. Now it's been established. Now I'm gonna go to bed. I've had twice up on the stream for a minute, and I'll see you all next week. Peace.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden. But I feel damn proud